You are used to denying yourself the best bite, leaving it to others. You put your emotions on a strict diet, convincing yourself that you don't need much. But it is impossible to deceive your soul. It is deadly hungry. And right now, we will find out exactly what it lacks for happiness. Imagine that you are in the Garden of Eden. You are allowed everything. Which fruit causes you an instant desire to touch it with your lips? A smooth, crunchy apple filled with gold? A tart, juicy pomegranate dripping with juice? A soft, fragrant peach melting in the mouth? A large, dark cherry glistening with ripeness? Do not think about the rules. Think about pleasure. Pluck this forbidden fruit, and I will tell you exactly which vitamin of passion has disappeared from your life and how to return the taste for it today. You reach out your hand, and your fingers touch the golden apple. It is warm, truly warm, as if it had just absorbed the noon sun. The smooth skin fits perfectly in your palm, and you feel its firmness. This is a fruit that does not surrender, a fruit that has endured. You bring it to your lips. The first bite, and a crunch is heard. Loud, juicy, triumphant. Sweet and sour juice explodes on the tongue, flows over the lips, and you do not wipe it off, because this is the taste of life itself. Refreshing, invigorating. So bright that for a second you forget about everything. This is not just an apple. This is you. Who are you really? You are a generator, a source, the sun around which planets revolve. Outwardly, you seem tireless. People are used to seeing you strong, collected, ready to solve any problem. You are the one who gets up first and goes to bed last. You are the one who remembers the medicine for mom, the meeting at school, the colleague's birthday, the fact that your husband needs a new shirt. You are the foundation on which everything rests. People feed off you. They come to you drained and leave full of strength. You give away your energy so generously as if it were infinite, as if inside you there is a nuclear reactor that will never cool down. You are one of those who feeds others while remaining hungry. But I know your secret, your shadow. You are deadly tired. This fatigue is not the kind that is cured by a vacation. It is deeper. It is in the bones, in the cells, in the very core. You are carrying what should have been let go long ago. But you carry it, because if not you, then who? You are afraid to stop, not because you are lazy, but because you know, as soon as you freeze, everything will start to crumble. You have become indispensable, and this is your prison. You shine for everyone around, but who will charge you? Who will become your son? You forbid yourself to get sick. When the body whispers stop, you answer it later. I can when it screams, you drown out the scream with pills and continue to run. Because to stop means to admit that you are not omnipotent, and you are so afraid of this admission. Somewhere deep down lives a fear that you do not look into. Fear of old age, fear of infirmity, fear of the day when you can no longer be useful. And then, as it seems to you, they will stop loving you. But this is a lie. This is the cruelest lie you tell yourself. Your gift, you feel. You feel the illness of loved ones even before the first symptoms. You call mom exactly when she feels bad. You wake up in the middle of the night a second before the baby cries. You know that your husband is getting sick just by one look at his face. You are a God-given diagnostician. Your body is tuned to the frequency of those you love. You scan their condition constantly, automatically, without thinking. But when it comes to yourself, you are blind. You do not hear your own signals. You have forgotten how to feel yourself. Your true hunger. Your soul chose the golden apple, not by chance. This is not just a fruit. It is a symbol of vitality, life force. That very juice that you gave away, drop by drop. And now your own source is drying up. Your true hunger is a thirst for care. You want someone to take care of you the way you take care of others. For someone to ask, "How are you feeling?" And wait for a real answer. For someone to bring you a cup of tea, cover you with a blanket and say, "Today I will handle it myself." Rest. You are hungry for time for yourself, for silence, for the right to be weak for at least one day. Your strength is a strength that builds, not breaks. But even the strongest foundation needs support. You are used to being the foundation, but who will support you? Message of the garden. Listen carefully because this is important. The golden apple that you hold in your hands, it is yours. Not for the children, not for the husband, not for the parents, not for the colleagues. Eat it yourself. Your health is not selfishness. It is the main capital, the only resource without which everything else loses meaning. You cannot pour from an empty pitcher. You cannot shine if the fire inside has gone out. Allow yourself healthy selfishness. Allow yourself to say no. Allow yourself to close the door and be alone. Allow yourself not to answer the call. Allow yourself to get sick and not feel guilty about it. You are worthy of care not because you are useful. You are worthy of care simply because you are. If the golden apple is your choice, write in the comments, "I choose life." These words will be your first step toward filling your body with the energy that you have been giving to others for so long. You reach out your hand, and your fingers close around the pomegranate. It is heavy, truly heavy, as if you are holding a small planet in your palm. Dense skin the color of clotted blood, and through a crack oozes thick burgundy juice. Slow, viscous, precious. You bring it to your lips. The first seed bursts on the tongue, and you feel this taste. Tart, astringent. It explodes in the mouth with 100 shades. Sweetness, acidity, bitterness, and something else. Ancient, almost primeval. It is the taste of wine that has been aged for centuries. The taste of the earth's blood itself. The juice flows over your fingers, and you do not wipe it off. You look at these ruby drops and feel a strange recognition. This is not just a pomegranate. This is you. Who are you really? You are the mistress, the matriarch, the woman structure. You are one of those who value the essence, not the wrapper. You cannot be deceived by beautiful packaging. You unerringly distinguish the real from the fake, quality from cheap stuff, gold from gilding. This is not snobbery. This is wisdom absorbed with mother's milk or obtained by your own sweat. You know how to accumulate and preserve. In your hands, money does not flow through fingers. It works, grows, turns into a foundation. You know the value of every penny because you know what it costs to earn it. Your strength is a strength that builds, not breaks. You erect the walls of the house, not from brick, from decisions, from no set on time, from sleepless nights over figures, from postponed desires. You build a fortress for those you love, and they do not even guess at what cost, your shadow. You live with a background fear that never falls silent. There won't be enough for everyone. This whisper has haunted you since childhood. Maybe you grew up in a family where they saved on everything. Maybe you once saw well-being collapse and swore that this would not happen to you. Or maybe this fear was inherited by you, imprinted in DNA by generations of women who survived. You are used to saving on yourself for the sake of the children's future. A new dress? It can wait. Expensive cream? I'll manage without. The trip you dreamed of? Better to put this money aside. For a rainy day. For education. Just in case. You are carrying what should have been let go long ago. This burden of responsibility for the material world of the family, it presses on your shoulders every day. You calculate, plan, control. You know how much electricity, milk, gas costs. You remember every debt and every installment plan. And sometimes it suffocates you. You are used to being the foundation, but who will support you? Who will say, "Don't worry, I'll figure it out"? Who will allow you to stop counting for at least a day? Your gift. You have a special flair. You feel profit with your skin. You see potential where others walk past. An abandoned apartment that will be worth 3 times more in 5 years. A person worth investing in. The moment when you need to buy and the moment when you need to sell. Your nose for quality is a gift. You can walk into a store and unerringly choose the only worthwhile thing among 100 dummies. You touch the fabric, and you know how long it will live. You look at the seam and see if it is hackwork or mastery. People come to you for advice, what to buy, where to invest, whom to trust, and you give them answers because you know. But when it comes to yourself, you choose the reasonable, the practical, that which will last a long time. And that dress that took your breath away remains hanging in someone else's store. Your true hunger. Your soul chose the pomegranate not by chance. This fruit is a symbol of abundance, fullness, wealth that overflows the edge. Look at it. It is literally bursting with seeds, dripping with juice, unable to contain its own richness. Your true hunger is a thirst for luxury, not ostentatious, not for show, but the kind that is for yourself. You dream of the day when you can walk into a store and not look at the price tag, when you can choose simply because you like it and not because it is reasonable. You are hungry for the feeling of a full cup. You want to relax these shoulders that are so tired of carrying. You want to exhale and feel enough. There is enough for everything and for everyone. You are one of those who feeds others while remaining hungry. But your pomegranate has ripened, and it is waiting for you. Message of the garden. Listen carefully because this is important. You are worthy of the most expensive things, not when you earn it, not when the children grow up, not when you save up enough. Now, remember that service set that stands in the cupboard and waits for a special occasion? Take it out today. Pour your morning coffee into this cup. The special occasion is you, alive, here, today. Stop putting life off for later. Later is a trap. It never comes. There is only now, and you deserve to drink from a beautiful cup now, to wear beautiful underwear now, to eat on a beautiful plate now. Abundance is not a sum in the account. It is a permission that you give yourself. Give it. If the pomegranate is your choice, write in the comments, "I accept abundance." These words will become your key, opening the door to that fullness of life which you have been putting off for tomorrow for so long. You reach out your hand, and your fingers touch the peach. It is soft, impossible, unforgivably soft. The velvety skin is covered with the finest fuzz, and you feel a crazy desire to press your cheek against it. It is slightly warm from the sun. A drop of dew trembles on its side, and the aroma of honey, summer, and something forgotten, something from childhood. You bring it to your lips, the first bite, and the flesh melts in the mouth. It does not resist, does not crunch. It surrenders. Sweet honey nectar flows over the tongue, over the lips, over the chin. This sweetness is not cloying, not suffocating. It is exactly as it should be, like an embrace, like words that you miss so much. And something tightens inside. This is not just a peach. This is you. Who are you really? You are a person with thin skin, an empath, a creature created for love and beauty. Your superpower is softness that defeats stone. You are the one next to whom people suddenly start crying, although they did not intend to. You are the one to whom secrets are told at the first meeting. You are the one whose presence heals, even if you just sit silently nearby. You react to rudeness with physical pain. This is not a metaphor. When someone raises their voice, your stomach clenches. When you are criticized harshly, you feel it with your skin, as if you were scalded. You do not understand how people can be so rude, how they withstand this hardness of each other. You are created for aesthetics, for beautiful things, soft fabrics, warm light, for long conversations and gentle touches, for that world which almost does not exist, a world where people are careful with each other. But you live in this world, and it cuts you every day. Your shadow. You had to grow armor. You didn't want to. You resisted to the last. But the world left no choice. Too many blows, too much. Pull yourself together. Don't be so sensitive. Stop whining. And you closed up. But this armor is tight on you. It restricts movement. It does not let you breathe. It is not yours. You are wearing someone else's protection that rubs until it bleeds. And every evening, taking it off, you feel so small. So tired of pretending to be strong. You feel underloved. Maybe you are loved. Maybe they even say it. But you are fed with facts. I work for the family. You have everything. What else do you need? But you are hungry for something else. For a look. For how your name is pronounced. For a touch without a reason. For words that make you warm inside. You are drying up without kind words. Literally, physically, like a flower without water. You are carrying what should have been let go long ago. This need to earn love. To be convenient so that you are loved. To be useful so that you are not abandoned. You are one of those who feeds others with tenderness while remaining hungry. Your gift. You read with your heart. You do not need words. You hear what is not said aloud. You feel when a person is lying, not because you noticed a discrepancy, but because their energy became different. You know that a friend feels bad even before she calls. You sense the tension in the room you just entered. This is your gift and your curse because you feel too much. Other people's pain, other people's anxiety, other people's anger, all this passes through you. And then you cannot understand, is this mine or not mine? Where do I end and others begin? Your thin skin is an antenna, but sometimes you dream of turning it off, at least for a day. Your true hunger. Your soul chose the peach not by chance. This fruit is a symbol of tenderness, softness, permission to be defenseless. Your true hunger is a thirst for weakness. You are tired of being strong, tired of coping, tired of keeping a straight face and pretending that everything is fine. You want to be held, literally. You want someone big and warm to hug you so tight that you can stop holding yourself together. You want to take off the armor and simply be a loved girl, not for achievements, not for usefulness, not for being good and convenient, but just because you are you, and that is sufficient. You are used to being a foundation for other people's emotions, but who will support you? Message of the garden. Listen carefully, because this is important. Do not become coarse. I know you were told, grow a thick skin, be tougher, don't let yourself be offended. But this is not your path. Your tenderness is not weakness. It is a weapon, the most powerful weapon in existence. Your strength is a strength that builds, not breaks. Softness defeats stone. Water wears away rocks. A warm word opens doors that cannot be broken down by a battering ram. You know this. You know how to do this. Demand affection. You have a right to it. Say out loud, I need hugs, I need words, I need to be patted on the head. It is not shameful. It is not too much. This is your basic need, just as legitimate as food and air. You are created for love, so let it flow to you. If the peach is your choice, write in the comments, I open myself to love. These words will become an invitation for that tenderness which you have been looking for outside for so long, and it has been waiting all this time for you to allow it to enter. You reach out your hand, and your fingers close around the cherry. It is icy, scaldingly icy, as if straight out of a winter night. The glossy skin is almost black, the color of clotted blood, the color of mystery, the color of everything forbidden. It is dense, firm, and an aroma emanates from it that makes your head spin. Something intoxicating, something indecent. You bring it to your lips. Teeth pierce the skin, and the taste explodes in the mouth. Sharp, daring, tart cherry, dark chocolate, and something else. Cognac-like, burning, sinful. This is not the taste of a fruit. This is the taste of a kiss that shouldn't have happened. The taste of a night that is not spoken about. The taste of what you do not allow yourself. The cold of the berry and the heat of the taste. Ice and flame simultaneously. And something wakes up inside you. This is not just a cherry. This is you. Who are you really? You are a hidden fire, a rebel in the costume of a good girl, Lilith pretending to be Eve. Outwardly, you are flawless. Correct. Reliable. The one who can be relied upon. You pay bills on time, remember birthdays, do not be late for meetings. You are a model, but inside you live little devils. They dance in your blood when everyone is asleep. They whisper things to you that make you blush when you are alone with yourself. They laugh at your correct life and ask, is this it? Is this everything? You hate Groundhog Day, this hopeless series of identical days. Woke up, fed, cleaned, worked, fed, cleaned, fell asleep. Repeat. and so on until the end. A passionate nature lives in you, for whom it is unbearably cramped in this everyday life. You are born for more, for the bright, for that which takes your breath away and makes your legs weak. But you hid it, so deep that sometimes you forget it yourself. Your shadow. You live in a cage. The bars of this cage are invisible. They are made of must, supposed to. What will people say? I am a mother. I am a wife. I am an adult. You wove this cage yourself, bar by bar, year by year, and now you sit inside, looking at the sky through the grate. Your life has become bland. Food without taste, sex on schedule or none at all, conversations about nothing, evenings in front of the screen because there is no strength for anything else. You wake up without anticipation, fall asleep without satisfaction. Days merge into a gray mass. You suppress your true desires to be convenient. You learn not to want too loudly, not to dream too boldly, not to feel too strongly. You turn down the volume of your soul to the minimum so as not to disturb others. But inside you, lava is boiling. You are carrying what should have been let go long ago. This image of a good girl, which you never truly were. You are one of those who feeds others with your fire, remaining with cold ashes. And sometimes, at 3 in the morning, in a random dream, in a fleeting fantasy, this volcano makes itself known. And you are frightened by what is inside. Your gift. You see the truth that people hide even from themselves. You look at a person and see their animal essence. You know who wants what, really, who is hungry for power, who for money, who for recognition, who for sex. You read people like open books. This gift scares you yourself, because you see what is not supposed to be seen, the underside, the shadow, the beast under the mask of civilization. You know why your friend is actually cheating on her husband. You see why your colleague is actually helping the boss. You feel the falseness behind the sweet smile. But you are silent, because if you say it out loud, they will call you crazy, evil, envious. It is easier to pretend that you do not notice. Your true hunger. Your soul chose the dark cherry, not by chance. This fruit is a symbol of passion, of the forbidden, of that very cannot which beckons stronger than any can. Your true hunger is a thirst for adrenaline. You need fire, an explosion, something that makes the heart beat as if it wants to jump out. Maybe it is a secret romance, not necessarily betrayal, but flirting, a game, the feeling that you are wanted. Maybe it is a creative explosion, a project that will consume you entirely. Maybe it is a crazy adventure, to go away alone, to do what you would never have dared to do. You want to feel like a desired woman again. Not the function mother, not the function wife, not the function employee, but a woman from whose look men lose their train of thought. A woman who enters a room and the air changes. You are used to being the foundation, but who will kindle your fire? Message of the garden. Listen carefully because this is important. Let your demon out for a walk. Not forever. Not destroying everything around. But give him air. Give him at least a crack in this cage. Otherwise, he will blow it apart from the inside. And that is when there will be real destruction. Your strength is a strength that builds, not breaks. But fire cannot be kept inside forever. Do what you have wanted for a long time. That madness that you put off. That call, that step, that act. Your passion is not a sin. It is fuel. Without it, you go out, turn into ashes, become a shadow of your real self. You have the right to burn. If the dark cherry is your choice, write in the comments, I allow myself passion. These words will become a spark from which the flame in your eyes will catch fire again. The very one that you have been so diligently extinguishing all these years. You have just tasted your dream. Close your eyes and remember this sensation. Juice on the lips, aroma that makes the head spin, that moment when you reach for your fruit, without doubts, without looking back, without the usual, am I allowed to? This is the voice of your soul. Do not blame yourself for this hunger. It does not make you greedy, selfish, or ungrateful. It makes you alive. It proves that a fire is still burning inside you. Despite years of diet, despite all the laters and not nows, you are hungry, and that is beautiful. Because only he who feels hunger is capable of being satisfied. Only he who has admitted his thirst can get drunk. Do not wait for someone to feed you happiness. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for a special occasion, an ideal moment, a sign from above. The garden of abundance is always open for you. It is waiting. Its fruits are ripening for you right now. Juicy, tart, sweet, icy. Any kind, for any taste, for any hunger. You only need to reach out your hand for the universe to set a table of abundance for you in the next 24 hours. Write right now in the comments, I allow myself to want, and subscribe to the channel to find out what other fruits fate has prepared for you.